from Custom Audio Mutation on a lovely Sunday morning, coming near the end of this month, and chaos ensues. But I figured I just got done doing a what I call a muscle up mod and some maintenance on a brand new Princeton reverb reissue. So this one has the tweed toe-locks and a really fancy, some kind of fancy Jensen speaker, I think. It's a Fender reissue, so it's PCB and all that. I'll show you in a minute. But the put this cute little guy right down here so I can stomp on it. I got a tube screamer in the front of it because you can do a lot of fun shit with these amps. Recapped it and did a muscle up thing where I replaced a bunch of components with heavier duty stuff, higher wattage for lower noise floor and all that kind of fun stuff. And I have the amp pretty close to maxed out. Did a grid stopper on the Cathodyne grid, a 1 meg, to help with any of the doubling frequencies that a Cathodyne can accidentally do. And here's what you get. These are, I think, pretty low gain McCarthy's or something. So. Volume on 10, which works. I kind of got a sweet spot on it at 7. Bass on 4, because over that it when you push this much gain on this little circuit, you start to lose some of your attack. So, and now with the tube screamer it gets real fun. So anyway, it's not what you would expect from a cute little Fender Princeton, but remember, this is the birthplace of boogie. So yeah, put that in your noodles and roll it around. So anyway, I'll just show you real quick. I'm gonna power it down so that there's no shocking that can happen to me. You can hear it fizzing out there nicely. And I'm going to do this real quick. So the original F&T caps, even though they were not, or I'm sorry, the original IC caps, even though they were not leaking, on principle, I always try to replace those. So these are Nichicon 10,000 hour, 105 degree capacitors. And then I beefed up and lifted up our dropping resistors and our screen grid resistors. So you can see these were originally 18Ks. I put 22s in. There's a one. I beefed up our screen resistors from 470 ohm to 1K. This takes some stress off the 6V6s. 1K dropping there. Did not change these out. These are original fenders. These are actually like 1 ohm bias resistors, I guess. And then you'll see my Vishay CMFs that I love, that I put in everywhere just because they look cool. Didn't change values. All I did was change components. This helps quiet the amp down, putting in a 1 watt instead of these little half watts. And they're metal film, so higher quality. I just like them. They look cool. Then Nichicon bypass caps. These are all the same values as the stock. I tried to do a thing where I like reduced these to take out some flub, but it just made it too thin. And those aren't mods that my client requested. I was just trying it to see what the hell would happen. Replaced the output coupling caps. The original is a 0.1 microfarad. These are 0.022s. Shaves off the flubby tubby low end, which here you're just not going to hear it. It's not really going to affect a little bit of crud there from my work. That'll all come out later. You're not going to hear that loss of low end because this is a small guitar amp. That low end just dirties up the circuit and fucks up the phase inverter, the cathodione, which already is kind of a sensitive little guy, which is why I put this cute little 1 meg guy in here. And I'm going to go back and that'll get shrink wrapped and all that cool stuff. Biased it for 60% dissipation and have been burning it in and playing it and enjoying the hell out of it for way too long. Well, anyhow, this is what I call all of this stuff in here, these changes. This is what I call a muscle up mod. And it does require the PCB get lifted out and all that stuff. But, you know, it's, to me, it makes a huge difference in the sound and durability and noise floor in the amp. And then, of course, you can go further. If somebody wanted to mod this into some kind of crazy fire-breathing monster, you've got, you know, these 2 stages right here. You could gain out and move the reverb, like the reverb stage back over here, put it after all the heavy gain, but get rid of the tremolo or whatever. You know, all kinds of fun craziness you can do. But yeah, there you go. So I just figured it's fun to rock and roll with something that people don't associate with super shreddy rock and roll.